Shalom, Kal Haloyim, Wahawad, La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor be unto the head elders, who are the apostles and bishops, a great millstone, and Shalom to you, Akim, out there in like mind, who push this word in sincerity and in truth. Welcome to another Song of Solomon's, where we get more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through the words of King Solomon in the form of poetic parables, all right, spoken through the Holy Spirit. All right, this is going to be Song of Songs, the 5th chapter, the torment of separation. I am come into my garden, my sister, my spouse. I have gathered my myrrh with my spice. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, O friends, drink, drink abundantly, O beloved. Yes, this is metaphorically dealing with my sister being the companion of wisdom as a spouse, all right, and the myrrh and spice and the honey and the honeycomb and the wine and milk is all representative of this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, all right, that we've been given. Verse 2, I sleep, but my heart waketh. It is the voice of my beloved that knocketh, saying, open to me, my sister, my love, my dove, my undefiled, for my head is filled with dew, and my locks with the drops of the night. All right, this is dealing with, all right, being enamored with this, young woman, if you will, as you see in the NLT. And this woman is reminiscent to wisdom. Verse 3, I have put off my coat, how shall I put it on? I have washed my feet, how shall I defile them? Right, this is reminiscent to how Yahweh Shai said, be washed with the word, all right? The word of reconciliation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So we're not going to defile our feet when we once washed them, all right? Being cleansed by the word. How shall a young man then cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto unto thy word, right? Before my beloved put in his hand by the hole of the door, and my bowels removed for him. I rose up to open to my beloved, and my hands dropped with myrrh, and my fingers with sweet smelling myrrh upon the handles of the lock. I opened to my beloved, but my beloved had withdrawn himself and was gone. My soul failed when he spake. I sought him, but I could not find him. I called him, but he gave me no answer. This is reminiscent to how Jake was once in a dark, a dark place when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai wasn't opened unto them. The watchmen that went about the city found me, which are the prophets. They smote me, they wounded me. The keepers of the walls took away my veil from me. You see, this is dealing with how the Lord has used men to, strip off the veil, all right, that was once covered upon the walls. Verse 8, I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, if you find my beloved, that you tell him that I am sick of love. What is beloved more than another beloved, or thou fairest among women? What is thy beloved more than another beloved, that thou dost so charge us? Right? Reading on. Admiration by the bride. My beloved is white and ruddy, the chiefest among 10,000. What is this talking about? This is dealing with purity and being young, all right, and in your youth. All right, it's not dealing with being so-called a Edomite, a white person. His head is as the most fine gold. His locks are bushy as black as a raven. You see? His eyes are as the eyes of doves by the rivers of waters, washed with milk and fitly set. His cheeks are as a bed of spices and as sweet flowers. His lips like lilies dropping sweet-smelling myrrh. Once again, dealing with how this truth is being disseminated. His hands are as gold rings set with his beryl. See, and you read about Yahushua in Daniel, the 10th chapter, the 5th verse on down, it says he wore, his body was like the beryl, which represents the garment that he had on. His belly is as bright as ivory overlaid with sapphires. His legs are as pillars of marble set upon the sockets of fine gold. His countenance is as Lebanon, excellent as the cedars. His mouth is most sweet. Yeah, he is altogether lovely. This is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem. All right, so this is just another metaphoric poem dealing with this truth and how we don't ever want to be separated from it, because it's healthy and it's very pleasant unto us. All right, and it's, it's very beneficial, for our salvation. All right, so this has been Song of Songs. All right, the Song of Solomon, the 5th chapter, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Till next one, Shalom.